everyone, welcome back to the part 3 of my crafty things I bought before Christmas video. In the part 1 I showed you what I bought in Ireland where I live, and in the part 2 I was shopping in Germany where I shopped while visiting my mom. And in this video I will be showing you what I bought in the UK where I shop most of the time. And this part definitely contains more stuff, so the video might be a little bit longer. But it's not just Christmas things. Some things I bought are more general, you can use them on any cards, and some are also for Valentine's Day. I actually didn't plan to buy any new stamps or dies for Christmas because I still had few I haven't used from the year before, but I failed on that. And once I shop online, with the cost of shipping and waiting for a week or two for the things to be delivered, I fill up my shopping basket, so it's worth it. And with crafty things, I never have any problems. Anyways, my interests seem to be way too long, so you don't have to stare at my empty desk. Let's get started. First, I shopped at Clearly Besotted. This was sort of planned since Clearly Besotted is one of my favorite brands. I think they had 2 releases, but I only checked out their Christmas release in October. And I only bought 2 things. Well, 3 if you count the coordinating dies. So the first thing I really liked is this stamp set with a fireplace and stockings. The sentiments are wishing you cozy Christmas, and the other one says joy. It does have coordinating dies, but I thought that the images are super simple and it should be easy to cut them out, so I didn't buy them. I haven't used this stamp set this Christmas simply because I wanted to use colored pencils to color the images, and I'm very bad and especially slow when I'm coloring, and I ran out of time. But I will definitely use this stamp set for Christmas 2018. Then I also got this stamp set with little crabs, and I also got the coordinating dies. I love this stamp set, I think it's super fun. The sentiments are don't be crabby at Christmas and Santa Claus is coming to town. And while I haven't posted this card, I made a card for my boyfriend using this stamp set. I pop an image here so you can see it. I use the image with the 2 crabs and the firecracker, I think you call it, in the middle. And they are actually moving from side to side. And what I found included in my order was a freebie. I got these 2 beautiful stamps. They say happy birthday to you, and the other one says sincere thanks. And Clearly Besotted does sell it in their shop, so that's why I included them here, as I think they are really great. Next, I was shopping at Seven Hills Crafts. I had a card in mind where I needed a deer or just the head of the deer, and the one I liked the most was this one from Newton's Nook Designs. It's called Splendid Stack Dies. It contains 2 dies of a deer, and these are the cards I made. For the deer in the middle, I used a golden embossing powder and I melted. Really love how they turned out, very simple and modern. And if you would like to see how I made it, I made a video for it. Next, I bought this Merry Christmas die from MFT. I really love the font on this die. The only thing I don't like is that it doesn't cut the word Merry in one piece. It cuts the letter M off, which means a little bit more work, especially when you are working with multiple layers and you want to make multiple cards. And I used it on this card. This was the 11th card in my 12 cards for Christmas series. I will leave the link to the playlist for my Christmas card series in the description below this video if you want to check it out. Then I got another word die. This one says winter and also includes the background part. It's from Neat and Tangled, and this one also cuts the word in half. Really annoying. And I used this die on this card where I die cut it using a glitter cardstock, and I also used the little tree die here that I showed you in my first video. I just die cut it 3 times next to each other, and I also made a video for this card. Then I bought these stack dies. They are from Lil Inca Designs. I just was looking for a set that doesn't contain too many dies because they are too expensive, and I usually use the biggest die anyways, so it would be sort of waste of money. No point in having 10 if you just use 2 or 3. These dies also die cut these little circles along the edge of the die, which might not be for everyone. The circles stuck either in the die or in the die cut tag, so you have to poke them out and it leaves a lot of mess. But I still like them. I use them on this Christmas card where I use the same layout as on my Halloween card. Next, I wanted to get some dies that are for gift cards. So you can add a gift card into your card, and the dies I like the most because there are a few of them, and I wanted the option that I can put the card inside. So I chose the dies from Fawn. They are called Simple Gift Card Slots. I don't have a card to show you, but I did already try them out and they are great. Next 2 items I bought are for this card. I saw a video Jennifer McGuire made and wanted to make something similar. Jennifer used a poinsettia stamp and also did partial die cutting on her card, which I didn't do. As I already had in mind these scalloped edges dies from MFT, I had an eye on these for a while, and you can use these for any card for any occasion. And for the poinsettia, I chose the stamp set from Avery Elle. It's called Holiday Bouquet. And the same, I had eye on it even before Jennifer made her video. This is such a pretty stamp set. I only made one card, but I will definitely use this stamp set again and do some watercoloring, put the biggest stamp set in the middle as my focal point. I think that will be really great. Then I got this embossing folder with snowflakes. It's from Echo Park Paper Co. I didn't end up using it, it just didn't fit any card I had on my mind. I will have the items listed in the description below and on my blog, and also I created a Pinterest board where you can see them as well. I will leave the link to the board and my blog in the description below this video. Next, I was shopping on Amazon UK. I actually shopped twice and I finally got the Nuvo drops in red. First, I got the glitter drops in the color Ruby Slippers, which I realized I already have, but I really like it, so it doesn't matter. It contains little glitter particles and it's really nice when you apply it on the card. Then I got the crystal drops in Autumn Red, and this is the color I was looking for. It's just the simple red, no glitter, no sparkle. And I used it on this card. This was one layer card, so I wanted something extra on it. And I fill out these little berries, which are in the clusters of 3. This way the card has a little bit more dimension. I also got the Nuvo drops in the color Red Berry, but this is more pinkish color than red. But I still can use it on other cards like Valentine's Day cards or Mother's Day cards, so no problem there. Next, I wanted to buy a detailed stencil. I saw them being used by other crafters and I had multiple stencils on my list on Seven Hills Craft, but they were all sold out. But when I was on Amazon, I thought I will check if they have any, and I found this beautiful detailed stencil from Hero Arts. It's called Glorious Petal. And I made this card with it. I just used a texture paste and embossing powder. I really like the result. It just gives your card something special, and I also made a video for it. Then I got these gilding flakes from Nuvo, but I haven't used it yet. I just got them as I saw other crafters using those and I wanted to try it myself. Next, I added the blending tool from Ranger into my basket. If you didn't watch the first part of my shopping adventure, I wanted to get only one blending tool, so I have 7 altogether. This way, when I'm creating a card using rainbow colors, having 7 blending tools is a great idea. But the one I purchased first wasn't from Ranger and it was way too tiny. So when I was on Amazon, I purchased the one from Ranger. Next, I wanted to try a different brand of a white gel pen. I normally use the Uniball gel pen and I picked up the one from Pilot and it's complete rubbish. You can hardly see it, no idea for what purpose this pen was made. You cannot use it on a white cardstock, you cannot use it on black cardstock, so useless. And lastly, last for this Amazon order, I bought this color wheel. Christina Werner was showing it in one of her videos. I thought it's a great idea since I'm not the best with colors, like which ones complement each other and so on, so I thought it will be helpful. And in my next Amazon order, I discovered I needed distress inks as I wanted to create a night sky and also I wanted a nice red color for other card. So I bought these packs of the distress inks. This is the kit 11 and contains the inks Shabby Shutters, Festive Berries, Tea Dye and Mild Lavender. And for the blues in the sky, I got 2 kits. As my research on Pinterest suggested those, I got the kit 12 and 5. In the kit 12 are the colors Corduroy, or how you pronounce it, Chipped Sapphire, which is the blue I used, then Aged Mahogany and Pine Needles. And in the kit 5 are the colors Barn Door, Pumice Stone, Faded Jeans, which you also can use for the night sky, and Peeled Paint. And I used the blue distress inks on the same card as the Merry Christmas Sentiment die from MFT. Next, I got this double-sided tape from Scorpal. I thought it might be useful with sentiment dies, but I haven't used it yet. Then I bought new stamp cleaner as I was running out. I used 2 stamp cleaners for my stamps along with cleaning wipes. I used the one from Hero Arts. I use it with the big scrubber pad. And this one I use when I want to quickly clean up a stamp. It's from Tushenico and it's called Stamp Cleaner. And next I picked up a micropore tape, I think you pronounce it like that. Jennifer McGuire uses it and I wanted to give it a try, just to secure dies on the cardstock so they don't move. And so far it worked very well. And also I picked up the post-it tape roll. I saw other card makers using those. It's perfect when you want to cover a part of a cardstock that you don't want to be stamped on. I already gave it a try and it works very well. Next I bought the Distress Watercolor cardstock from Ranger. I just wanted a whiter cardstock because the one I usually use is more like yellowish creamy color, and the Distress Watercolor cardstock is proper white. It has a texture on one side and on the other side it's smooth, and I used it again on the card with the blue sky and the Merry Christmas sentiment from MFT. And that was all I bought on Amazon, but I still have one shop to go. This store is new to me. It's called Bumbleberry Paper Crafts, and you can find it under bumbleberry.co.uk. I was looking for the stamp set A Birthday Buzz from Avery Elle. It was for a card I was making for my boyfriend's birthday, and it was sold out on Seven Hills Crafts. So I went on Google UK, typed Avery Elle, and this shop popped up. I really like this stamp set. It's really fun. I love the animals peeking out of the bus. I like that you can put balloons behind the bus and you can put the presents on top of it. I also purchased the coordinating dies, and this is the card I made. I didn't upload it to my blog yet, so you have a little bit of preview here. And this is exactly what I had in mind. Color the bus in red and put the balloons behind it. I really like it. Then I bought the mini cloud stencil from MFT. I have an air balloon stamp set from Clearly Besotted, and I thought that this stencil is great to create clouds in the background. Often when I'm buying new supplies, I'm thinking of what cards I could make for future occasions, because usually when I wait too long, they are sold out. So I bought this stamp set from MFT. It's called Ocean Fan, and I either will make a Father's Day card with it or a birthday card for my dad, stepdad, and my boyfriend's dad. Next, I bought few things for Valentine's Day, as I knew the shops will be closed during the holidays, and if I will do anything for Valentine's Day, I needed the supplies at the beginning of January. First, I got this big love die from MFT. I think this is a great standalone piece on a card. Even if you just create a watercolor background and adhere this in the middle, it will definitely look great. Another die I got is this abstract heart die. Last year, I made cards with abstract next level embossing folders from We Are Memory Keepers, and I love this idea. I also have the abstract background stamp from MFT, so I thought I'd make some abstract themed cards, well, if I have the time for it. You know, I actually don't have much time to craft, but when I'm shopping, I use my ideas as my guide, not my schedule. I guess I shop for crafted things as some girls shop for makeup or shoes. Anyways, still with the theme of Valentine's Day, again from Avery Elle, I got the heart frame die. I wanted this die for so long. Also, I wanted to get the one with the stars, but it was sold out. I'm thinking a little bit of ink blending as a background, put the die on it, even putting it behind the love die from MFT. Not sure yet, we'll see what I will make. We are almost at the end. Next, I bought this brick wall embossing folder and die. I wanted to get an embossing folder like this for a while, and to make it even better, not only it was on sale, but it included a die. Last time I checked, it wasn't available anymore, but you can try googling it. It's the Marianne Design embossing folder and die, and it's called Bricks. And lastly, they were selling the correct size of the fine tip applicator for the small bottle of glossy accents and multimedia matte glue. In my first video, I showed you that I bought one that was for the bigger bottle of glossy accents. I already put it on the bottle, but I'm not sure about it. I cannot squeeze any glue out of it. Anyone is experiencing such problems? And more importantly, anyone found a solution? If you did, please leave me a comment in the description below. I would really appreciate it. So that's it. I will not be shopping for crafty things in January. I think I have enough. I will leave the product list in the description below this video and also on my blog where you will find the links to those products. And also check out my Pinterest board where I also pinned all those products as well. Hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I would really appreciate it as it helps my channel to grow. Have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Hopefully this time with some Valentine's Day cards. Bye!